Okay, so would like to welcome our guest, Ma'am Melissa Shelo, ang President ng Governor Generoso Business Club. Ma'am, ayong buntag, ma'am. Good morning. Can we have your opening statement, ma'am, before you will read your statement? Mayong buntag sa tanan. Ako si Melissa Shelo, President sa GovGen Business Club. Thank you, ma'am. And Ms. Mia Adlawan. Good morning, Ms. Mia. Good greetings. Okay, si Ms. Mia, member na initiator ng GovGen Business Club. By the way, kailan na ito na-create ng Business Club, GovGen Business Club? Ang GovGen Business Club was officially launched in 2022. I'm sorry, November 2023. Okay, so bago pa lang. Bago pa lang, pero ang it is composed of mainly mga business people from Governor Generoso. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Tess Canonigo, member ng GovGen Business Club. Maayong buntag, ma'am. You can use the microphone now sa ibang greetings.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, thank you. And si Sir Hermes Ladera po na
Good morning.
Still in the group, sir.
Member po sa GovGen Business Club.
Wala kay mining, sir. Okay, sige, we will start our briefing. Maraming salamat sa The Royal Manday Hotel for hosting again our press briefing this Wednesday. By the way, today is holiday, tama? Yes, pero andito tayo, Miss Brenda. O, di ba? Ganito tayo ka-workaholic. Anita ka kugihan, manarbaho, bisag holiday. Di ba, Bien Abados, Father Bien? Okay, so thank you so much, the Royal Manday Hotel. Si Sabi ng Radyo Rapido, we also have here RMN, Bien Abanos, si Father, and si Miss Karin Balchuan na nag-birthday today. Julius Pakot ng Brigada News FM. SMNI, Miss Brenda, at yung cameraman, si Ati Norma ng Mindanao News. Tama? Mindanao Daily News. Ayan. Carlo ng Kadampan, SPTV, si Jason and Noli, plus si Bob Bebot. Resign na daw kabot. Resign mo rin na daw kabot. Bob Bebot and Miss Johnny Esteban. Ayan po, Miss Grace sa Mindanao Times. Dito din po si Miss Juvet. Ano kasi yun mong kauban, Juvet? Cristel, ayan, ng XFM, Katropa, si Francis ng Super Radio, si John De Velos ng Tribune, tapos si Henry Palumata ng Henry, Boss Radio. And sila Arnel na si Daily latest Davao News, Elmar, ayan po. Miss Brenda ng SMNI, ayan. So, ayun, si Marlon ng Energy FM. Si Kanini, ano ba, ex-katropa. So, andito po, News 4, syempre ako po. And ang Manila Times. Sige na, Ma'am Jerlyn. Greetings na po, Ma'am. Ayong buntag. Welcome po dito sa press conference. I believe this is the first time na nag-join tayo sa isang press conference, Ma'am. Tama ba?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is my first time to join here. I'm Jerlyn Avergonzado Lagleva, member of GovGen Business Club.
Okay, so what are we going to do right now, Ma'am? Bago tayo sa ating question, you're here, no, because of your campaign, your advocacy, no, against itong mga mining operations sa Governor Generoso Davao Oriental. Before we throw our questions, may we allow you to please read your official statement, Ma'am? Ma'am Melissa? Mayong buntag sa tanan. Salamat sa inyo ang pag-imbita sa amo diri karong buntaga. We, the members of the GovGen Business Club, also known as GGBC, are interposing our vehement opposition to the ordinance recently passed by the Sangguniang Bayan members of the municipality of Governor Generoso in Davao Oriental, which will allow mining operations in our municipality. The manner by which the ordinance was passed by our Sangguniang Bayan members showed not only their utter lack of understanding of the impact against the environment, but also an act of disrespect to the people whose interests they have sworn to uphold and protect. We know what they did, and by that, they shall be held accountable in the future, in due time. The illusion of development through mining is a dangerous notion that we are not willing to take. We cannot, in all good conscience,
allow the destruction of our environment in exchange for temporal development. We cannot sell the future for the kind of development that only benefits a few. While we believe in progress, our environment should not be sacrificed. We are willing to take this fight in the courts of law if it is the only way to ensure that the upcoming generations will have something to enjoy in the future. We call upon the concerned government agencies, the MGB and the DNR, to look into the matter of the mining exploration permits that they have issued, as we believe that the authority to explore has been taken further. We call on the people of Governor Generoso to be discerning. This is not an issue about politics. Do not allow yourself to be enticed to accept any money in exchange of your precious signatures. Stand your ground. Let them know that you love and you care for our town. Remember that we have an intergenerational responsibility to care for our environment. Let the past guide our steps today and into the future. Together, let us stand up and say no to mining in Governor Generoso. Not now, not ever.
Okay. Ma'am, kailan po napasa yung ordinance allowing mining operations sa GovGen?
Before we proceed, ma'am, no, can I also issue a personal statement towards our local chief executive in Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental? Good morning, everyone. My name is Mia Apaw Adlawan. I am a Mass Comm graduate of Ateneo de Davao University, and I'm also in my last years in law school, also in the same university. I am the initiator of the campaign against anti-mining in our municipality, Governor Generoso. And today, this morning, I would like to issue a personal statement towards our municipal mayor, Mayor Hinojales, no? To the local chief executive of Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental, Section 55 of RA 7160, or the Local Government Code, states the veto power of the local chief executive. And I read, the local chief executive may veto any ordinance of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Panglungsod, or Bayan on the ground that it is ultra-virus or prejudicial to the public welfare, stating his reasons therefore in writing. As a general rule, all ordinances to be passed will always be sent to your office for approval and for disapproval. As you know, the veto power is the power to stop or refuse to accept an official action, wherein you, sir, you have the authority to veto this proposed ordinance in your capacity as the local chief executive. From the previous actions of the Sangguniang Bayan members of the municipality, the third and final reading of the proposed repealed ordinance has already been made. It will now be forwarded to your office for approval before it is sent to the Sangguniang Panglungsod. Sir, the ball is in your hands. If you truly believe the cries of the people, you would consider the passing of this repeal ordinance. I respect your ground that the mining investors would greatly contribute to the economic status of Governor Generoso. However, have you considered the environmental effect that it would cause too? GovGen has its beaches and its vast farmlands. I believe that it can survive and even improve as a municipality if we have great leaders to further develop our fishing, agriculture, and tourism sector. We already have abundant resources. Let us not exploit it any further. I believe that there is no gray area in the world of mining. It is only yes or no. And if you believe that it is that easy to pass another ordinance, to repeal this repeal ordinance, it would take a lot of time and maybe a new administration to do it. But the damage has already been done. Naupaw na og samot ang atuang bukid. This is why, sir, we ask you to reconsider. You can definitely exercise your veto power on this repeal ordinance and hear the cries of the people that they are against the mining operation. Mayor, daghan ka itag pamaagi na matabangan nato ni ang ato ang munisipyo. Dili nato kailangan siguro magmina para mo improve ang GovGen. If you believe that the mining operation is prejudicial to the welfare of Governor Generoso, please, Mayor Kulot, help us. You make the next move. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mia. And si Ma'am Jolene, meron din kayo, ma'am, na pahayag. Can you share to us, ma'am?
Ako po si Jerlyn Lagleva, Aver Gonzalo Lagleva, taga Lehitimong Tiblawa, Barangay Tiblawan, Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental. Ako po talaga ay no to mining, no? Noong more than 10 years ago, gibabagan namo ang nagmina diha. So, eventually na-stop man yun to siya. Ginamitan namo siya og social media, ginamitan namo siya og taga national television just to put a stop on the mining operation sa Tiblawan. Kaya ang ilahang permit lang man yun is exploration permit. Pero ang ilang gihimo, gibaba nila ang mga mga yuta, mga red soil gikan sa bukid sa Tiblawan. Gisakay nila sa mga dump truck, gisakay sa barge, then giload sa barko o sa vessel na naka-anchorage sa outside breakwater ng Tiblawan. So, wala na sa balaod ng exploration permit. So, ako gababaggid ko ana number 1 sa mining operation diha sa Tiblawan. Kaya dili naman good exploration ang ilang ginahimo, mining operation. Kaya nagbaba na sila og mga yuta. So, noong 2022, nung first takbo ni Mayor Juanito Kulot Inovales, ang ilang gihimo, gibaba nila ang mga soil nga gi-explore o gitambak dito nung last 10 years ago dito sa bukid sa Tiblawan. Natingala ko nga ilan namang gipanghaol pababa gikan sa bukid nga paspas kaayo ang operation nila, gisakay nila sa mga dump truck o giload nila sa barko. Kaya naghimo na sila og pantalan diha sa Tiblawan. So, nakakadismaya gyud. Unya naghimo sila og balloon or nag-excavate sila diha sa ilang pantalan, dito lagi imbak tanan ang ilang gipanghakot from bukid sa Tiblawan ng mga red soil. Tapos yun nga gisakay nila sa hinay-hinay lang ginasakay sa barko. And then karon gibalik na pod nila na exploration kuno, pero nag-akyat na sila ng mga heavy equipment. In fact, last year, I think sometimes November, nagsaka sila, nag-iakyat nila ang ilahang mga heavy equipment, but unluckily, nag-seek me og assistance from Governor Minyo Uy. So, nagpadala siya og mga military, so gipababa ang ilahang mga equipments. Pero naagihapon to sa taas, og naghimo na po sila dito og mga ilahang mga structure dito sa taas sa Tiblawan. So, hinaot kining atong kamo na sa ngayo mi og seek ng assistance sa inyo, nasa social media, nasa inyo mga nasa radio station, sa TV station, na hinaot matabangan ninyo dito sa diri sa amo ang advokasya kay grabe na gid ang baha dito sa amuan, nangaanod na ang amo ang kabuhayan, ang amo ang kalubihan, nangaanod na. Noon kayo, nangaanod ang mga balay. Kini lang ni aging tuig. Kay after na ilang gipanghakot, nahitabo na katong after na gipanghakot nila ang mga yuta dito sa bukid. Yun lang po, o maraming salamat.
Thank you, Ma'am Jolene. And Ma'am Tess, ma'am, baka meron kayong pahayag din.
Good morning, everyone. Mount Hamiguitan Range and Wildlife Sanctuary composed of one province, one city, and two municipalities, which are the San Isidro and Governor Generoso, our hometown. MHRWS is protected by RA 9303 and also bago lang 2014 na declared as World Heritage Site. Na-declare ang Mount Hamiguitan as World Heritage Site because of criterion number 10. Sa criterion number 10, sinasabi doon na kailangan iprotekta ang mga endangered species. Hindi basta-basta yun na pag-declare. Talagang i-protect ang mga endangered species. So dapat hindi matouch kahit kahit magkuha ka lang ng very strict talaga ang protection. Yun lang. And good morning.
Good morning. So, ako apod gihapon i-emphasize ang status na to sa Mount Hamiguitan as World Heritage Site and as ASEAN Heritage Park. At ang Mount Hamiguitan as a national park ato ang gihatag sa kalibutan as contribution nato para naapoy ma-preserve sa ato ang natural biodiversity o ang ato ang part sa culture nga heritage nato. Dili siya dapat matandog kay kung mawala siya, makita nga kulang ato ang pagprotekta, kulang ang ato ang panlantaw, dili lang sa ato ang palibot, no? Ang ato ang panlantaw sa tibok kalibutan. So, dili lang siya kay ulaw. Ang value sa biodiversity mas mahal compared sa kanang mineral resources diyan. Tibok nga ecosystem naga-serve sa ato maghatag sa ato og limpyo nga hangin, mga pagkaon, mga research materials kung asa nato forma ang mga medisina nga ginatumar nato, gikan na siya sa research diha sa ato ang mga lasang, sa atong mga parks. Kung mawala na siya permanently, dako po nang mawala sa ato ang future. So kana akong gusto mahinumduman sa tanan, ato aning laban ni sa tibok kalibutan, dili lang kay sa amoa. Sa tibok Pilipinas, dapat mo barok ta, asa ta dapita. Salamat.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Mia.
Since we have our advocacy, our fight against the anti-mining operation, the possible threat against mining, this is why me, as the initiator of this campaign, and along with the members of GovGen Business Club, one of our activities to fight this anti-mining operation, we have launched an online signature, an online campaign against the mining operation that could possibly harm Governor Generoso. That is also, ang GovGen, ang portion sa GovGen, na siya portion dito na appeal ang Mount Hamiguitan. And we would like to, we would like to ask for your help. Dili lang mga taga GovGen, dili lang mga taga Davao City, Surigao, Cebu, but the entire world. Because, like what Sir Hermes said, na Mount Hamiguitan has been declared as the 6th UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is not just our fight, it is the fight of the entire people. Kay international law ng ato ang kalaban ani. That is why, please, I am imploring you all, send our link, send our Google Forms to help us fight against the mining operation that is going to be a threat sa amo ang munisipyo and also sa Mount Hamiguitan. And mind you, Mount Hamiguitan is the place. It is the home of the Philippine eagle and the Philippine cockatoo, as well as Mount Hamiguitan is also the place for the endangered plants, animals na kailangan kaayo nato, and that is why it was declared as the 6th UNESCO World Heritage Site. So people, the media man, students, teachers, and even the environmentalists, kailangan namo kamo, natabangan mi ninyo against our fight in our advocacy campaign against the mining operation in Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am Melissa or anybody, no, kailan po na-approve itong ordinance, ma'am?
Ang third and final reading of the ordinance was done on January 21. Actually, nag-appear mi dito during the session, and we protested it before the members of the Sangguniang Bayan. But even so, napasa gihapon unanimously, with only one objection, ang ilahang ordinansa.
Oo. Nag-start na ba yung exploration, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Nag-start na po ang kanilang exploration. Exploration. Not only exploration, nagmamining na talaga sila.
Can you, ma'am, can we identify the name of the mining firm? Kung ilan ito sila?
Ang pangalan ng kanilang, ang name ng kanilang company, it's TQGT Mining Operation, Development Resources, Mineral Resources Development Corporation, TQGT. Yeah, that's the name of the company.
International mining ba siya?
To the best of my knowledge, the owner of that mining TQGT is Mr. Hong Ling. Mr. Hong Ling.
Chinese?
Yes.
Hong Ling. Sige, I yield the floor for question na to Jason, and then Ms. Jandy. Ms. Jandy?
I wait,
Then Ms.
ma'am, ha.
Grace.
For everyone's information, no, 2022, there was an ordinance that was passed by former SK Chairman Janine Fournier, who was also a graduate from Ateneo with Environmental Sciences. Nag-reach out siya sa ako because she thought na I could help, and to the best of my ability, I will help. She was the former SK Chairman, and she was the one who she was the proponent of the ordinance na nag-ingon na i-close off ang Governor Generoso to mining. So, from 2022 hangtod the present, naatay ordinansa na no mining in Governor Generoso. But what happened is that, naay repeal ordinance na katong no to mining, mag-yes to mining na takaron. So, that is what we are fighting na. Dili magpasulod og mina sa GovGen kay gani na natay previous ordinance. So, we are trying our best to seek for help sa mga katawhan no na naay pamaagi na dili nato ni ipasulod ang atong minahan diri sa GovGen.
Okay, ma'am, before the passage on January 21, have you passed or submitted any position paper? And were you invited during the consultation before the passage?
Regarding the hearing, no, or maybe committee hearing, I am very, nadismay ako because we only knew of this ordinance na mag-third reading na siya. Dito alam nakahibalo na on the day of the final reading, the third and final reading, kami, the members of GovGen Business Club, and I think the entirety of Governor Generoso, dito alang sila nakahibalo na naadya ipapasa na repeal ordinance sa mining. And because of this na, it's too late now. Wala na mi time, to the best of our ability, wala na mi nakahimo og position paper opposing this ordinance. And that was the only time na nakahatag mig presensya na mo dito sa Sangguniang Bayan during their third and final reading. It was too late for us to submit a position paper saying no to this ordinance.
Do you have any action, or are you going to file a formal complaint since you said that it does not follow the procedure in passing an ordinance since wala mo na consult during the consultation? So what is your action? Are you going to file a formal complaint?
As of the moment, I cannot give you full details as to what we are going to do next, but we are considering legal actions against these people.
Okay. Karon doon na mining no sa sama sa giingon ni Ma'am Jerlyn kaganihan na exploration giingon pero there's a mining activity already. What are your thoughts also in you know the evaluating how strict are we in terms of evaluation on the legal and technical aspects when it comes to the application process, especially sa inyong lugar sa Governor Generoso. Especially nga dali lang ay makahimog paglina diha sa inyong lugar. Ma'am Jerlyn.
As to the exploration permits na hawak nila, yung operation nila ngayon, naka-close watch talaga kami. Talagang naka-monitor kami kung ano pa yung mga activities na gagawin nila. Kasi sa ngayon, nire-ready na nila yung pantalan. May mga equipments na sila. So, sabi nga ni President Melay na Melissa na we are considering on legal matters. Pero for now, ginagather pa namin yung lahat ng evidences para meron kaming magagamit na materials for evidences for our hopefully magkakaroon ng legal action against them.
What are your worries specifically kung masunod na din sa Governor Generoso? Anyone can answer.
Ang worry, syempre daghan. I know it's been out in the news what happened to Davao Oriental last year because it did not only happen in Davao Oriental, it happened in Davao de Oro as well, no? Which we know, Mako, these areas mined areas in Davao de Oro, kung unsay nahitabo sa ila, wala ta nabutaan na, di ba? So, sa amo ang experience, dili pa gani inanak kada ko ang operation sa mining sa amo ang area, naka-experience na ganing og lunok. I know you have seen it in social media, it even came out in the news, that we were underwater, under so much water in January and February of last year. So, dili na mi gusto, no, among kahadlok atong mga nahitabo atong mga tuiga na wala pa gani, dili pa gani full scale ang mining operation sa among lugar. In ato na gani ka grabe, how much more kung hilabtan pa ng unsay naa sa taas. So, mo nang amo ang concern.
Ma'am, doon na ba schedule na makig-sat down mo no, with the mayor?
As of
To talk about it?
Actually, no, we were sa giingon pa bitaw ni Ma'am Mia, no, we were tungod kay wala mi na appeal sa consultation, murag na blind side mi ba. So marag sa as of now, wala mi kabalo, nag-appeal mi sa ilahang opisina na kung dito pa nila mabito unta, no? At the same time, wala pa man may schedule o appearance sa iyaha, pero at the same time, we are also doing what we can do to solicit parang people support sa amo ang cause. Kay di man ta mo sugot si Mayor Kulot ba o may it be another mayor in the future, gusto na mo ipakita sa ilang among stand na dili gid mi mo sugot og mining bisan kinsa pa ang mulingkod sa amo ang munisipyo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, good morning po. Jason FPTV. Ma'am, have we tried coordinating with different government agencies such as MGB or ADNR? Then what were the reply to you po or when was that? Details po such as?
Naka-visit mi sa MGB at tapos naka-communicate na po mi sa Bureau of Biodiversity Management Bureau. So, maghatag sila og support kay main concern nila is kanang protection man sa ato ang national parks.
But have they promised po na from them they will go directly to the responsible people regarding this concern po?
nami padala nga communication sa ila ha, official communication, I'm sure they will follow anang mga procedure sa ilang opisina.
May I add, sir, no, na since I am a student of Ateneo Law School, and Ateneo Law School has Green Juris. It is a group regarding environmental issues and concerns. I've already reached out to my fellow friends in Ateneo, and they express their support sa amo ang mining campaign, and as well as, if you all know, Ecoteneo, Ateneo de Davao University also has Ecoteneo during the time to kay Gina Lopez, and during the time matong the implementation of Laudato Si in Ateneo. Ecoteneo express also their support sa amo ang campaign sa aning amo ang fight against the mining operation that will happen in GovGen. So these are the groups that we've tapped, and for sure, since we've already reached out to the public and to the media, I'm hoping that the environmental groups, be it NGO, o sa mga grupo-grupo diri sa mga kabataan, I hope na you'll join us in our fight kay dili lang man ni fight sa GovGen, this is a fight of the whole world para maprotektahan ang ato ang 6th UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is Mount Hamiguitan.
Ma'am, with our call, we are doing a signature campaign. Tama po ba?
We have here, currently, it is an online petition. You get to input there if you are in favor of mining, yes or no. You can optionally put in your name, your address, your email, and if you want to be further notified of future news and activities among pag-mine campaign. And as of last night, no, January 28, 2025, around 11 p.m., we already garnered around 830 responses saying no. They are not in favor sa pagmina in GovGen. So I hope na the media men here will help us reach more people na mo sign in sa among online petition against the mining operation in Governor Generoso.
Oo. Yung 830, ma'am,
830.
830, yun po is from Governor General
No.
or whole Davao Region?
No! Coming from the entire world, because the responses, ang mga responders na to, they are from GovGen. They are from Davao. They are from Tagum City, from Surigao to Cebu. It already even reached Paris, Belgium, and Japan. So, you see the impact it has given to the entire world because gani, this is the fight sa tibok kalibutan na atong is-save ang Mount Hamiguitan. And unta ma-inspire ang katawhan no, na kung asa man ka nagpuyo, you can join our cause to protect Governor Generoso, to protect Mount Hamiguitan.
Ma'am, do we have a specific time kung hanggang kailan po yung online petition?
There is no specific time. Hantod time forever and ever. Hantod sa dili mag-stop ng mining operation. I will keep the link posted para masking kinsa maka-join. There is no time limit to this. I am inviting everyone na you may enter now, you may sign tomorrow, and even next week para makita nato no na ingani ang impact na ingani ta kadaghan na mo fight against mining. There is no time limit to this.
Where is this link available po?
It is located sa ako ang Facebook profile no, and it is also posted in Governor Generoso. If you want to the media men, I can send the link also to the GGBC GovGen Business Club Facebook page. You can reach dito, you can see the link. And gani to my media man, if you are asking for the link, I can send it personally to you later.
Last na lang po, just to clarify and for the record, kailan po yung exploration ng mining na nag-start nga po ba? Thank you po.
The mining the exploration started last. The permit was issued to them 2020. Well, I think 2014, and it will expire 2026. Yeah, due for expiration on 2026 na po yung expiration permit nila. Ng TQGT Mineral Resources Development Corporation.
Okay. Anyways,
can I also say no na I believe no from our research no that the mining exploration permit naa na siya for the past 10 years. ma-expire siya this 2026. But mind you, it must be exploration permit, meaning explore lang. There is no such thing na explore na manguha na mo o yuta. Oo, kay that is nowhere near exploration. So I believe no na for the past 10 years there has been already exploration activities dito us sa Barangay Tiblawan in Governor Generoso. It will expire on 2026.
Anyways, anyone can answer this now.
Okay, in addition to that, ang exploration permit nila was issued only in Tiblawan. Pero ngayon gagawin nila 5 barangays na. Tiblawan, Nangan, Surup, Luzon, and Pondagitan. So napay Mati City.
Anyways, sa pagkadong na ganyan ma'am, no? Anyone can answer. Is third reading na mo nakabalo, final reading na mo nakabalo nga na ay mining ordinance. Gi-repeal ang katong no mining ordinance tapos nahimo nagkuha na sila og kaning open to mining na pasabot pa ni is walay public hearing na gipagawas ang city council ay yung municipal council.
There was a public hearing, allegedly a public hearing. However, this public hearing was not attended by the public. Even we were not notified of this supposed public hearing because, agani, this public hearing was just sent to the punong barangays in Govgen. Pero regarding this issue now about the public hearing on the legality of the passing of the ordinance, we will still look into it because we still do not have the copy of the pertinent documents that we need for the legal action that we will be taking. Pero as to the public hearing, I really cannot say no na kuan na nakahibalo mi, naka-join me and how public this public hearing is.
So, kung duda mo ng nabay invitation no, coming from other stakeholders like the national government agencies, of course, sila dapat ma-invite no, to know kung because kato sa inyong gibanggit kaganiha is that areas, that barangays belongs to the UNESCO Heritage Park, no? Meaning, pila ka kilometers away from that heritage park, dapat na siya, dapat protected area na siya. No, dili dapat na no extraction, no quarrying during that area. But right now, napasa ni siya nga na nabay mga agencies na that could confirm that there is a public hearing.
Sir, Bonnie, karon we cannot really confirm because we have not received a copy of the minutes of the public hearing done. So, mao lagi ni questionable karon sa amo ang part kay kung ang public hearing was done kay ilang allegedly it was attended by 300 residents no sa Governor Generoso. Kung ang giimbita lang is ang residente lang sa Governor Generoso without any expert nga maka-explicar aning mga tawhana sa epekto sa mining sa ilang mga kinabuhi, so then we will have a problem. Kung ang 300 na ginasulti is purely residents, we really have a problem with that.
Nag-try na po ba mo explore po ma'am with the legislative journal no of the public hearing?
Actually, sir, we haven't wala pa namo nagunitan. Although it's a public document, we are asking for it and we will be asking for a copy. Kana sigurado gid na pero tungod kay bag-o pa manggod tanan no murag it just happened last week. Gahapon gi-approve pa ang minutes kagahapon sa session. So kanang kuan pa too soon, but we are working on requesting all those documents.
Right now, ma'am, unsa inyong mga legal remedies na kon are you going to file for injunction para for the meantime dili ma-implement ang mong ordinance?
For sure, no. We will be lodging legal complaints against this, be it admin or criminal or unsa ba. But for now, since we still do not have complete documents or evidences to support our claim, we are just at phase 1 of our advocacy. Karon, we still cannot say na we will be lodging complaints, but karon no, pero for sure na once nakuha na namo, nakita na namo ang discrepancies and nuances, then for sure we will be doing our legal action regarding a fight against anti-mining.
Ma'am, last na lang ma'am no kay medyo ay kanang na late man jud ko magabot no. Unsa ang mahimong effect no if this mining will push through. Unsa ang mga maapektuhan in terms of biodiversity, livelihood ba sa mga katawhan, apektado po ba ang sektor sa agriculture sa ilang samang lugar?
Sir, may I answer first. Kabalukot kami tanan nami answer ani. Ang ako ang answer for this is ang Governor Generoso is famous for our tourist destinations na among mga beaches tanan nakabalo siguro mo search kasi mong Facebook i-hashtag Governor Generoso makita nimo tanan kung unsay among gina-showcase. If this mining operation happens, naagi tendency na kining mga yuta na mo sa silong mga naog sa among mga dagat, ang magtabon sa among mga corals. Ang second industry na mo dito, sir, na which is largely known is also the fishing industry. These two, at these three pala, agriculture, mining, and fishing industries will be parang adversely affected. Kaya syempre, kung daot ato mga corals, asa pa man manago ato mga isda, no? Ang tourism, kung brown na among dagat, ganahan pa bumaligo dito. So, dili na mo adto kay, usa pa may adto ninyo na brown naman among dagat. Okay? Unya, sa landslides, actually, si Ma'am Jerlyn owns land, no, dito sa may Pundagitan, sa may Tiblawan. And part of it is already, kaning damaged by landslide. So, ang impact sa amo ang panginabuhi, hinay-hinay na namo na nakita. So, dili na mi gusto na madungagan pa. In addition to that, tinood yun ang isulti ni, Melay, ni Melissa, malaki ang adverse effect talaga sa aming livelihood doon, sa aming kabuhayan. Kasi most of our farming, sa farming industry, yung nyog, copras, nangaanod na, no, during, last year na nagkaroon ng flash flood doon. After nila mahaul ang mga soil gikan sa bukid, grabe ang baha. Ang daming naanod na mga bahay, ang mga nyog nangaanod, and ang dagat nagpula na. So, nangamatay na ang mga isda. Yung mangingisda, talagang umiyak sila. Wala na silang mahuling mga isda sa baybay. Hindi na sila makapamingwit. Kasi patay na. Pula na yung dagat. So, ang tendency, yung mga fishermen pumupunta sa malalayong lugar na para makahuli ng isda. Then, wala man lang kaming, tapos yung mga copras namin, lumiliit na ang income. Hindi man lang kami nabigyan ng amnesty sa aming buhis, sa aming amilyar na binabayaran. Malaki pa rin ang charge sa amin ng assessor ng Municipality of Governor Generoso. Walang consideration ang aming munisipyo doon. So, kaya yung aming advokasya sa no to mining, sa kalikasan, preserve naman natin, tulungan niyo po kami dito, kayong nasa media people, na ma-stop talaga itong mining operation or exploration sa aming lugar in Governor Generoso.
Okay, kay Ma'am Jerlyn. Ma'am, asa ka barangay, ma'am?
Barangay Tiblawan, kung saan doon mismo minimina, yung sa bukid ng Tiblawan po. Doon kami nakatira. Sa Tiblawan, Barangay Tiblawan mismo talaga.
Pero kailan mo silang kapitan diya, ma'am, sa Barangay Tiblawan?
Ang kapitan namo diha si Elmer Polistico, who happens to be my cousin.
So wala ganina gipangutanan ni sa kauban ni Mando kung nabay konsultasyon ang kana nga pati di sinong barangay walay gihimo sila nga hangtod na panota lang karon nga nasa third and final reading na ang
actually one time nila ginawa yan. So I suggested to our barangay captain na mag-conduct sila ng public consultation. Kasi before ginawa po yan, that was 10 years ago na ginawa po yung public consultation and nanalo po yung majority of the residents of Barangay Tiblawan voted no to mining. Pero nag-continue pa rin sila pag-explore doon, yung TQGT. So ang ginawa po namin, nag-ingay po kami doon sa ground. Nag-rally po kami. Nag-rally kami, so ang daming harassment na ginawa doon. And then, hindi pa rin na-stop, we file, nagsuo talaga kami, naggumawa kami ng legal action, and then lumapit na kami sa national television na through Julius Babaw, and then MGB, then humingi kami ng tulong kay Gina Lopez, the late Gina Lopez. So yun po, medyo napabilis po yung pag-stop, nagpinuntahan po yun ng MGB National, ang Tiblawan, with the with the national television.
So kita na mahangtod karon nga nanin may tabo, wala gid ito na ingon nga nasilyuhan gyud sa time. Wala gid ito na taga
Sorry, sir.
Kumbaga pamurag baliwala lang to nga action hindi mo da time.
Actually, sir, na-stop po yun for more than 10 years. Na-stop po yung operation. Na ano lang naulit-ulit ngayon, nag-resume no during the time of Mayor Juanito Kulot Inojales. Noong 2022, first niyang takbo, nag-operate sila. Ang palabas nila, i-confiscate daw nila yung nandun sa bukid na naiwan ng mga taga-Tigo GT Mining Corporation. Sabi ko, bakit ganyan? Bakit kailangan hulihin? Inanahimik na yung soil doon na pinastop namin, pinahold namin doon noong 10 years ago. So, ang ginawa nila, binaba nila yung mga soil na yon. After that, kaya nung last year, grabe na ang baha. Ang dami nang naanod na bahay. Pati kabuhayan namin naanod na. Okay. So, yun po, yung time na yan ni Mayor Juanito Kulot Inojales. 2022, binaba nila, nagpapunta sila ng mga barko, nagpapunta sila ng barge, ang dami ng mga heavy equipments, hinakot nila from the mountain yung mga soil. Ang dami, tapos gumawa sila ng balloon dyan sa Pantalan sa may Purok 11 sa Tiblawan, Gobernador Generoso.
Okay, salamat tam katulang.
May butog sa tanan, biya na banal sa DXDCRMN. Sir, kanang Mount Hamigitan, kanang giingon nga permit sa soil exploration, nasulod ba yun siya diha or tapad lang nga maapektuhan?
Ang nakita na mo nga mapagikan sa MGB, nagpasok sila ang ilang application. Ang sulti sa MGB, ang mapa nga na sila, maulang na ang official. Ang kinahanglan na mo ron nga mag-action ang mga concerned government agencies aron ma-confirm kung asa ang actual nga activities nila.
Ako, in addition, sir, no, we already have a copy of the mining tenement map from MGB. Kung tanawon nimo, naaman ay part sa mapa na there is a protected area of Mount Hamigitan, and then there is also katong exploration, marag mining activity. Kung tanawon nimo, mura siya og ni overlap. Ni overlap ang mining exploration sa protected area of Mount Hamigitan. That is based on the mining tenement map from MGB. However, para jud sure jud me, 110% sure jud me na ni-overlap siya, then there is a problem. And since we are still in the process of gathering our evidences, our pertinent documents, we cannot say jud na, we cannot confirm na ni-overlap siya. But if you look at Google Maps, you can check it yourself. Check it. Tanaw ni mo ang Governor Generoso. Green, pa na upaw, na ay brown. So, I believe po, no, on my end na, I believe, Jud, na regardless if it is inside the protected area of Mount Hamigitan or just beside it, the effect is already adverse. The effect is already saddening and devastating to the Philippine eagle, to the endangered plants and animals that is living in Mount Hamigitan. So, I believe, no, na it is not an issue if whether or not it is inside the protected area or outside. The issue here is the effect that it can cause to Mount Hamigitan and the people of Governor Generoso. So that is my statement for that. Thank you.
Dugang ma'am. Nakahimo naman mo sa rally, nabay posibilidad na maglunsad mo og laing rally?
Sir, the rally you are pertaining to might be the rally that happened 10 years ago. That was the rally that was initiated by Miss Jerlyn, Ma'am Jerlyn Avergonzado. However, the activities that we've put out no na mga napahitabo na mo na mga activities kay kani pa lang the online petition kani pa lang ang phase 1 sa among campaign because still we are in the process of gathering evidences kay we cannot lodge complaints be it civil, criminal, admin dili pa mi makabutang og ing-ana na mga complaint ko para manigurado jud mi kay basi kay gani no like what I said ganina naapay chance na i-veto pa i-exercise pa ni Mayor Kulot ang iyang veto power para dili mapasa ang kaning ordinansa para dili na siya musaka sa SP sa sangguniang panglungsod naapa jud daghan na pamaagi na dili madayon ning repeal ordinance sa mining so gani if magrally man ta karon no as of the moment no rallies have been made just this online petition and this press conference to ask the help of the media man, the people all over the world to help us in our campaign against mining.
Pero kung nagi posibilidad na himuon?
Yes po, for sure. We are still contemplating no, but sa ko ang heart no, we can gather people na who are with us in this cause. Why not? Why not? We can make a rally. Pero gani karon just this online campaign. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Marlon Gayo, Gabi Energy, ma'am. Bisag din sa makatubag, we are with you with the protections of environment. Pero, ma'am, sa nahitabo magod, those people na naa sa mining, they are following the process. Na sila gihimo nga proseso to the point nga niabot na third reading dito sa council, municipal council. So, kung tanaw na to, I'm not saying na pabor ko o dili, pero gibuhat nila ang proseso in order for them to have the mining business there in your municipality. Ma'am, ang akong pangutana is, if ever, hulungo na to ni, what are the alternatives nga buhaton sa grupo ninyo nga makaingon ta nga ang benepisyo nga makuha sa GovGen, if ever, mag-operate ang mining, matagaan po og chance ang atong mga katawhan sa GovGen in terms sa ilang economic development sa lugar.
Yung alternative.
Alam mo, maski walang mining operation sa Tiblawan, no, or sa Governor Generoso, ang mga tao dyan may mga trabaho. May mga sila, livelihood sila. Meron silang mga lupa. Ang mga kasi doon, residente, may mga kanya-kanya lupa yan. May sa fishing, farming, meron kaming agriculture, yung aming tourism. So, ang daming nakakapag-generate din kami doon ng employment. Kasi may mga may mga turismo. Yung aming turismo doon nagbo-boost kasi maraming beach resorts doon sa aming lugar. So, hindi naman ibig sabihin kung walang mining, walang trabaho ang mga tao doon. Hindi totoo yan. Kasi nabuhay ang mga tao, nakatapos naman ang mga anak nila doon without the mining. Ang dito kasi yung effect ng mining sa amin, yung adverse effect ng mining sa amin is very, very sad. Very, very devastating. No? So, sana matulungan niyo po kami dito, kayo na sa media people, na ma-stop talaga itong mining operation or exploration sa aming lugar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Kalo.
Okay. I will have to consolidate the question as supposed to be within your cause. Any of you can answer na lang as to, syempre sa mga communities of the various barangays in Governor Generoso, what do you think that they will be not able to, likely caught off guard sa nangyayari ngayon in terms of sa mining? That's the first question. And the second question was, how will you be able to voice out, to air out, just so it will not obliterate the forest areas, the coastal barangays, especially to the communities within the municipality of Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental? Any of you can answer. Sige. I just have to consolidate, to reiterate my, simplify. Kani, caught off guard ang mga communities from different barangays of Governor Generoso regarding sa ginagawang municipal ordinance of the Sangguniang Bayan. So, how will they able na voice out na to oppose the proposed mining in some areas, if not dun sa mga affected basin ang buong municipality of Governor Generoso?
Thank you, sir, no? The question is, how will the people of Govgen, since they are caught off guard, how will they be able to voice out their concerns? So, in our online petition, we have their comment, your suggestion, and we will be compiling the entirety of these comments and suggestions para mapakita na even if these people are, anonymous, if makita nimo dito, they are really against the mining operation. And even in social media, people are saying no to mining. Even the people inside the affected barangays, no? Barangay Nangan, Suro, Pundagitan, Lavigan, as well as Luzon. The people in these barangays expressed their explicit saying no to mining. So, kato, that is one way of them saying no to mining. We have there sa amo ang online petition, online campaign. You can input there your imuhang mga suggestions, imuhang concerns. Even napagani sa amo ang online petition, sir, no? Nag-cite pa siya sa Constitution, sa 1987 Constitution, na naatay katong mga balao dito as well as the people. Nag-ingon sila na naatay intergenerational responsibility. And makita nimo na the people are knowledgeable. Kabalo sila sa epekto sa pagmimina. Kabalo sila na naatay responsibility sa future generations nato. So that is one way, that is another way sa ila na mag-voice out through our online campaign in Google Forms. Oo.
Okay. Thank you, Carlo. Napa si Bobby ng latest Davao News. Okay, mahinungdanon ka na iyang pangutana?
Does your mother have to say, is also included in your crusade against the mining?
Who?
Naba siya insight imong mama?
My mother.
The judge.
Isa kong mama. Isa kong mama.
Judge Rowena Apaw.
Ako, to be honest, no, my mother was formerly a councilor in Governor Generoso. She was around my age pod when she fought against, she was younger than me because now I am 27. Around that time, she was 25 years old when she fought against the timber license agreement. Iyang gipaglaban na dili mag-logging, illegal logging dito sa Govgen, and she won. And although,
That was what year?
1995, 1996? Na time? Earlier pa jud, sir. Around na time. And wala pa ko nabuhi ato. So, although she remains kanang non-partisan, wala siya ginasuportahan na kandidato or naa siya mga best interest ani niya, I believe na because of her historical background regarding environmental issues, na-effect jud on me. Kay I grew up under her care, under her mentorship, as well as I studied in Ateneo since I was in kindergarten. Na-instill sa ako ang Atenean principle na which is to care for the environment. And that is why I initiated this campaign along with the members of GGBC. So if you're going to say na, does my mom have any say on this? For sure, yes. But in her capacity as my mother, not in her capacity as the executive judge of Davao City. So, that is my say. Maraming salamat sa akong mami, no? Nagipadako ko niya na ani. Without sa iyahang influensya sa pagiging lawyer o huwes, pero nagkapasalamat ko sa iya kay ipadako ko niya na naay tagad sa katawhan ug sa kinaiyahan. That's all I have to say, sir.
Aside sa online campaign, abo mo yung plano nga ipakuha ni sa provincial government or
Yes.
national government?
Yes, sir. We will be
Ever?
lobbying. Yes, we will definitely lobby our concerns to the mga government agencies na in connection with this, as well as syempre for sure kay this is online campaign. We will also lodge a signature campaign now within the municipality of Governor Generoso, asking the people if they are in favor sa mining operation that will happen. Kato, sir.
Lastly, recently, inyong taon nakareceive mga awards. Is this campaign maka-apekto ba siya or unsa ba impact ani awards na na-receive niyo recently?
Actually, no, I sure hope na this online campaign, this advocacy against mining, it will not affect the people who received awards. Kay gani, we remain non-partisan. Gusto namo na ma-separate ang environmental issue kani among advocacy sa political endeavors in Governor Generoso. So, I believe na dili unta ni siya maapektuhan, but gani that is still up in the air. Kung unsa man ang responses sa tao, but for sure ang ang priority is the environmental effect that could happen in Mount Hamiguitan as well as in Governor Generoso. Thank you.
Okay, Eric Alonso sa DXUM, Davao. This question is addressed to the lovely daughter of Basilio. Your father is Basilio? Hindi, Basilio Jr. kasi kaubanan ako sa Radyo Rapido that was 1997 before. Pamangkin ko ni Prosecutor Joseph Apaw. Okay. Now, ma'am, hindi lang ito sa question kasi pagkakaalam ko, reservation o park area, national park yan, Ginitan Range. This will include also, gitandog ko sa nila ang part of municipality of San Isidro. Ilang siyang gitandog. Yung part ng San Isidro.
We have, sir, wala mi idea on the part sa San Isidro. But for sure, ang Mount Hamiguitan man gud kay dako man gud siya kaayo. Naadyoy po portion in Mount Hamiguitan na appeal sa San Isidro.
What about because Barangay Luzon, no?
Luzon, yes.
Now, the question is, datuan na mo ng Barangay Tiblawan. Ngano man itong nadubog ang itong Barangay Tiblawan kaniadto, eh? Nahimo man itong sapa, nga walay sapa dito sa may kalsada. During the time of Luloy, si Luloy ba ito? Isa ganito. Naman to sa boss. Giguba naman tong ilahang kampo diri sa The Prince Highway. Part in Tiblawan. Ngano man to wala man to masumpo dayon sila. Doon naman siguro behind the mga kuan adto. Part of Tiblawan.
Okay, part ng Tiblawan.
Oh, naupaw ang bukid.
Okay, naupaw ang bukid.
Yes.
Abi ninyo, nag-operate ang mining exploration sa Tiblawan. Wala gani na halo muagi og munisipyo og dili pod muagi og barangay. Walang mga public consultation, nag-operate na sila doon tungod kay malakas sila dahil taga-province sila. Oh. May mga governor behind that, may mga congressman behind that. Okay, dili na sila moagi og munisipyo. Dili na sila labay-labayan na lang nila ang barangay. Hulga-hulgaon pa. So, paano magiging dapat may mga resolution 'yan, no? Na dapat i-submit sa munisipyo or sa province kung mag-ooperate talaga ang exploration. So, when you are saying exploration, dapat 2 ka kilo lang unta nga soil ang ilang inaog. Dili eh. Sampling lang dapat. Hindi ba sampling ang ginagawa nila? Kung hindi, naghahakot na sila ng truck na talaga at sinasakay na sa barge and sa barko nga naka-anchorage sa outside breakwater ng Tiblawan. So, saan gayon ang exploration na sinasabi nila? Hindi na exploration mining operation. So, kanang nasa taas, sila talaga ang may responsible niyan. Ngayon, isisisi nila, kasi ito wala namang color itong laban namin Kasi kahit sinong umupo dyan, pag mining, talagang ayaw namin. Kasi kami yung kawawa, nasa baba. Kami yung nababahaan. Naanod yung mga bahay ng kapitbahay namin. Yung mga niyog namin naanod. Okay. So, kahit sino pa ang uupo dyan, basta pag mina na ang pag-uusapan, talagang ino-oppose namin yan. So, sana wala nang mining operation sa aming lugar. Tulungan niyo po kaming nandyan sa national, ay nasa media people.
Totoo agad yan, ma'am, kasi yung mga politiko na kilala natin, baka hinuon na nila campaign plan, siguro, maunang napukaw na po ng mining na, sigurado yan. Naarba na diya, mga maldito. Ma'am, yung deposit na ore, hindi gold, nickel, di ba? Rich in nickel yung area dyan, no?
Ang Tiblawan po, rich in 5 minerals po. We have gold, laterite, nickel ore, chromite, and ano ba yung isa? Basta 5 kinds of minerals, mga high grade po yan. Copper pala. Yung copper, is copper. Kaya binabalik-balikan nila. So, kanino ba sila nakipag-usap itong TQGT Mining Corporation?
Oo, si Luloy.
Siyempre, nakikipag-usap sila sa nasa taas. Diba? Yung nasa, yung ano natin dyan, nasa province. So, sila yung nagbibigay ng permits, sila yung tumutulong para matuloy ang mining operation dyan sa Tiblawan. Thank you.
Ma'am, lastly, daghan ko gipangutana diya kay kuan man po kuan pa ko diha nakasuroy. Kanang TQGT dai no, pinomdom ko luloy da. Kanang ma'am, ipaklaro lang nato og magkagrabe ng mining diha affected ang atong mga bonsai plants and some other endangered species. Bonsai plants na man, lindot tayo, di ba? Going to San Isidro. And then, likod ng kuan.
Yes, sir.
A part of Thompson, bonsai plants, no? Sayang. Pero, yes, habitat. Ma'am, di ba national park man, ha? So, kalaban dyan ang national government. Ha? Grabe yun.
Protected areas.
Yes.
Okay, maraming salamat. Napay pangutana. Juvet, asa tos Juvet, wala na? Okay, since wala na tayo mga pangutana, kuhaan na lang nato og parting shots, no? Ang ato ang mga guest. Na to si Ma'am Melissa, ma'am. Imuha parting shots, ma'am. Please.
Daghang salamat sa pag-imbita ka namo garong buntagad diri. Unya, hinaot unta na matabangan mi ninyo sa among kampanya. Batok sa anti-mining sa among lugar. I hope that this action will not end here. Nya magiyahan ta sa Ginoo sa mga sunod na steps na atong himuon. Daghang salamat.
Thank you, Ma'am Melissa and Miss Mia.
Again, thank you so much to ang media personalities who invited us to conduct this press conference, no? I really do hope na you can use your media advantage para matabangan mi sa amo ang online petition and even ang amo ang fight against the mining operation in Governor Generoso. So once again, my name is Mia Apo Adlawan. I initiated the fight against the anti-mining campaign along with the members of the Govgen Business Club. Again, thank you and good morning.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Jerlyn.
Once again, ako si Jerlyn Adargonzado Lagleva, member ng Governor Generoso Business Club. Nagpasalamat ako. Thank you very much na panyaunlakan ninyo kami. Maraming salamat sa Newsport, sa inyong mga media people. Thank you very much. Sana matulungan niyo po kami sa aming fight against mining. Kay no to mining good me. Hinaot, sana ang Panginoon ay giyahan mi, no, i-guide mi sa aming ating Panginoon na ma-stop ang mining operation sa Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Jerlyn, Ma'am Tess, and Sir Ernest.
Daghang salamat no sa media people sa pagtabang unta maprotektahan ang among lugar, ang among lungsod, nga unta mahunong ang pag-mining dito sa among lugar. ug maprotektahan ang Mount Hamiguitan Range and Wildlife Sanctuary.
Thank you, Ma'am Pres. And Sir Ernest?
Sa akong parte, election man ron, nang hinaot ko, na ginahangyo na ko, mga nanago na mo, especially sa legislative, congressmen, mga senators, nga i-appeal ninyo sa inyong agenda, mga more stronger nga mga legislation related sa protection sa atong national parks ug sa atong mga resources nga dili ta maalkansi ba, mawala lang siya nga ang bayad kanang tingi-tingi lang gani, dili makakuan sa di man gani pabalay sa ato ang mabahaan ana lang.
Thank you, sir. Tinuod. Maraming salamat sa mga opisyal o miyembro sa GovGen Business Club. And this is Davao Peace and Security Press Corps briefing. Maraming salamat sa The Royal Mandaya Hotel. Thank you, ma'am, for joining, and sir, maraming salamat.